Okay,
Excellent.
we're live.
Hey,
Well. Hi, you guys. I'm hanging out here with Vito Peleg and Andy Palmer. This is some kind of Monday. You know what? You guys. You know what today is? It's the
tell
beginning of
us.
Summit Week. Can
Oh
you
my
believe it?
God.
It's here.
I'm glad I'm here
The
because I'm scheduled
Adarim
to co-present.
Web Agency Summit is here. Vito, you've done it. You've done it, my friend.
Danny. Yes.
You've done a
Well,
summit that is the largest event in the WordPress space. Like, are you kidding me?
in the world, in the world.
In the
But
world.
I'm just trying still to figure out how to push this out into all of the other places, or maybe it's already happening. Let's have a look.
It's already
It's
happening. I
happening in
can
a
see
lot
it.
of places right now. So if you're watching us, you
Yeah.
are not alone because it's as Hans of Termageddon calls it, this is a streamception. We are going everywhere.
I love it.
If you
Okay.
are here, wherever you are watching, say hello. Give us a little give us an emoji that represents your Monday mood. Monday of Summit Week, that is, Say hi.
Yes.
Send us a little robot emoji for Bertha AI. Send us the guy with sunglasses for Focus WP, even though they're not 3D glasses,
Okay.
Whatever you gotta do.
All right. So it looks like we're broadcasting all over the everything,
All
and
over the everything.
Not everything.
so today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about. Oh, wait. Mute side. We're going to be going through the upcoming week, what's going on at the Web Agency Summit, the largest event in our industry that we're excited to host for the third time in a row, once a year. And once again, I have my two compadres here. We have Andrew Palmer joining us. Where are you guys? Got Andrew Palmer joining us. How are you, Andrew?
I'm very well, thanks, mate. I'm getting on with it. I'm looking at the page and seeing the task ahead of us as co-presenters. We'll be getting there. I'll be on from 12 noon EST until 3 p.m. EST. So I got the shortest straw. I got all the hours. I think I'm doing the most hours. What's
Most
that about?
hours.
Yeah.
That's
3 to 6. I'm on 3 to
3 to
6. What are you on? Noon to 3? That's the same.
Noon to 3, is it? Oh, my maths has never been good.
Yeah, it's true. It's not your strength. I just I'd like to send out a special message to all of our speakers that are going to be there. Over 40, right, Vito? Over 40
yes,
speakers.
more than 40.
As the backup speaker, I would just like to say, please show up.
Please don't show up. No.
No, please show up if you could. Yeah,
No,
that'd be
please
great.
show up. Please show
Yeah,
up.
please show up if
Yeah,
possible.
everyone's gonna
because
show up. Everyone's gonna show up.
they
for sure.
are. I'm just kidding.
And I would like to introduce you, Stephanie. So we have Stephanie Hudson with us from Focus WP. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about yourself.
Vito, what happened to our little name tags?
Oh, I don't know.
They went away.
Took them away. You took them away.
Uh-oh.
I took them away. Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the banner.
Anyway, I'm
What's
Stephanie
the
Hudson.
banner? Yeah, there it is.
There.
Rather than-
Oh, okay. I'm Stephanie Hudson. I run Focus WP with my co-owner Tom Jensen, and we help agencies to scale and grow by offering white label agency services. We basically have an instant team that you can just rent out by the hour. It's amazing. And we just started a new service that I'm excited about. That is vacation service, so that when you go on vacation, we'll look after everything for you. You don't have to stress about it.
That's cool. Really cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
I just found that I have two more places that I can broadcast to, which I'm gonna do
Oh, you missed two?
right now. only two I missed.
If you're on Mars right now in a spaceship, you can watch this. Like, no matter where you are, this.
I'm drinking coffee from Starbucks because my daughter now works there, so I get free coffee. How cool is that?
Nice. Yeah, that's handy. So what's coming this week? And the Web Agency Summit is the largest event in our industry, and the reason why it became so massive is mostly because we have a bit of a different way of doing things. So while most events in our space talk more about the technology and the next line of code and write the next language and so on like this. What we're trying to do is we're trying to look at the growth journey of a person in our space, from being a freelancer or even a side hustler all the way to running some of the largest agencies in the world with hundreds of employees. And this is the event itself is divided into those 4 tracks that are called Build, Expand, Scale, and Thrive. And we're going to explore some of these sessions even together, the 3 of us. And hopefully there's going to be a few more folks that are going to join us and surprise us as they're coming in to. But what I would like to do is I would like to share the page of the summit just so that we can go through some of the sessions and talk about them together, so people can really understand what we're dealing with here, because this is something that I wish that had happened when I was growing my own agency back in the day. So let me share my screen here. And one thing that everyone needs to know, it's completely free. So if you haven't signed up yet, come and join adarim.io/summit and join us in there. And I can also see that some people are joining us within the platform already. So we're also broadcasting out. We're also broadcasting into our summit platform. And we can see George. How are you doing? George is joining us here. And this is how the experience is going to look like for everyone that is going to join us through the event. We have all of the awesome speakers with us here as well. So let's go back into
speakers. Speaking of speakers, who's that? Is that, I don't recognize him with the, is that a hamster? Like a gerbil on his face? I don't.
Whoa!
It's Hans. Hans, are you starting a cult? What's going on?
I'm working on it. You know, ever since I last saw you, Stephanie, I decided to grow this beard out in honor of
I have that
Sulu
effect
again.
on people sometimes. It's true.
Yeah. Now that I've seen you, though, I can shave. So that's good.
Okay.
So I'll shave
Thank
before
God.
the presentation tomorrow.
Thank God. How you doing, pal? What are you going to be talking about?
I'm good. Yeah, I am talking tomorrow. I'm talking about how to say no to clients. So not the most positive way to kick off, you know, what's the next presentation, but in a lot of ways,
Say no. Just say no. Listen.
It is. It's all about saying no. And I think learning how to say no in our space is one of those pillars that demonstrates, like, you kind of cross that path to like the next stage of your agency life is when you finally realize how to say no. And yeah, I'm going to be speaking about the importance of it and how I think it's going to reduce burnout, how I think it's going to make people more profitable, and you know, provide some step-by-step takeaways on exactly how to say
no.
no.
And I've got to say, Hans, you know, I spent a few days with you only last week, personally, you know, staying at your house, which I'm very grateful for. But I just know you know exactly what you're talking about when you say no. You know, so because I've heard your sales calls, I've heard your professionalism, I've heard it all, and you just know how to say no. But you also know how to say yes. But it's always a good way to turn around a negative situation. You can say no to a particular aspect of what the client wants or what they think they need within that budget. But you can say, well, yeah, maybe, but within that budget, you're going to lose this bit. So we're going to have to say no to that. And then within, you know, we can do this within the budget. And that's the kind of best way to say no, by being agreeable about
Exactly. Truthful.
Yeah.
Truthful.
Exactly. Truthful, and you're not cutting your own throat. Yeah.
I completely agree. And I think, you know, when it's all said and done, I think just about everyone attending this event, or anyone in the web design industry for that matter, got into this business because they fundamentally want to help people. And like that is something I think we all share, is we want to help each other. I think the problem is that we want to help each other, and that you can spread yourself out way too thin, way too quickly in this space. And that's what I'm trying to harp on. So, So yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central, I believe. But just keep an eye out for a call from Hans, or the scheduled call with Hans.
I remember I remember this from the music world, even, that you know, why musicians are so poor, because it's so fun to be on stage. So you know, everyone's taking advantage of that. And then when I got into the web design space, it was kind of the same. I just wanted to build websites, and I loved it. You know, I enjoyed building websites. I still do, so that you just want to get the job sometimes instead of thinking of the long term and how to actually build those things. So I'm excited for your session, Hans.
Oh, thanks, Vito. That's actually the other point too. It's we want to help people, and we tend to put our own paychecks at the very last priority list, and,
Right.
and that's what we're going to be talking through on our call.
So you used to run an agency yourself, right? Before you went into Termageddon. I'm
Yep.
saying like I don't know, you know.
Just a little shop. He just had a little.
Yeah, so ran a 12-person web design agency in downtown Chicago for 7 years. I sold that business about 3 years ago to focus all my attention on Termageddon, which I run with my wife. Termageddon website policies, the more boring stuff to some people. To me, I think it's awesome and really entertaining. But yeah, I'm going to avoid the sales pitch. It's a cool company. It's a funny name. But yeah, I'm really excited to present tomorrow.
Well, you're not only a speaker, but you have loads of things to share from your experience as an agency owner, but you're also a sponsor of the event. And I want to thank you that 2 years in a row, man. And we've actually met at an event ourselves, right? Do you remember how it happened?
I do. I remember that moment vividly because what turned into a quick conversation like, hey, we should like have a call every month or so, turned into a bi-weekly call going now 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
It's never stopped. Yeah.
Never
Pretty
stopped.
cool.
And I'm
Hans,
looking
do you
forward
remember
to-
how we met?
I do. I inappropriately touched you.
A little bit.
Really?
A little bit.
For those, just to clarify, as I turned beet red, I kept putting my arm around my wife, but it kept touching.
I was on the
folding.
other side.
Yeah, she was on the other side of a row of seats, and I kept
And it was
basically just
just my
holding
arm.
Stephanie. Yeah,
Just touching my arm over here.
She was leaning in, Hans. There's no doubt about it. She's definitely leaning in. Let's lean in there.
Yeah.
but
He's
yeah,
a hand-
ever since
he's a
then,
handsome fella.
I was happy we were able to laugh it off, but because it happened like 4 or 5 times over the course of the 2
It did
hours.
happen a lot. It did happen kind of a
in
lot.
different times, right?
And then
Yeah, oh,
every
yeah.
time, like Hans, this is the first time he's been able to admit that it was inappropriate touching. Usually I say that and he just goes just full red.
Yeah, I'm probably red right now. I'd imagine. So that's why I grew the beard, Stephanie, to hide it.
Oh, you know
so-
what? It's working. Yeah, it's working. Is that? Wait a minute. This hallway is crazy. You can't believe who's passing by us. Vito, do you see who I see?
Maybe.
Go. See if they'll come in.
Yay!
It is Melissa. Love. What in
I
the
was just
world?
wandering past. I was just
What are
wandering
the
past.
chances?
My favorite person in the whole wide world.
Oh, Melissa, love.
It's good to see your beautiful
Welcome.
face.
How are you, Melissa?
I'm good, thank you. Dead excited for Summit Week. I've got my comfy pajamas for once I've done my presentation. I got my special notebook.
Nice.
I'm all over it this week. Can't wait.
All
Brilliant.
over. When's your talk, Melissa?
I'm tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. So this time tomorrow, and I'm going to be talking all about
6
building
p.m.
sales funnels. Yeah,
UK time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm talking all about building unsleazy sales funnels that don't make people feel
Mm.
icky and sold to. It's going to be really fun.
Okay.
And I get to tell you the story of how I lost £30,000 the first business I ran.
Oh my God.
No spoilers, but it's quite a good story.
I need to
And-
lose about 30,000 pounds ever since COVID. I'm not gonna lie. Not been good. Stretchy pants are not good for you. That's
I was going to say to Melissa, is that all?
Lying to you.
No.
Right? Stretchy pants lie to you.
Stretchy
You know what
pants
I
are
would
good
like to
for
say?
food, though.
Anybody is out there listening, if you are not on, speaking of sales funnels, if you're not on Melissa's email list, you
Right.
got to sign up just for the Monday motivations. They are so good, Melissa. I love them. I don't know how you
Thank
do
you.
it every week. I don't know how you do it every week. I feel like I'd be so stressed out trying to come up with that gold.
There's actually a little trick to it. You know, you just get it. I love it. It's my favorite thing of the week. I sit down and write that, and everything's right with the world. So
I look forward to it, honestly. I hate emails. So yeah,
That's great.
but they're so good.
So, Melissa, I remember your session from last year, and this was really one of the highlights of the event, which is why I'm really excited to have you back for the second year with a new topic that is really interesting, because this is a big challenge that that I think a lot of us are experiencing day to day. But I actually have a question around this unsleazy sales funnel concept. Um, I feel that we feel that these sales funnels are sleazy because we know we can see the matrix. We know how it works. But what do you think about is it about it in general? Does it still? Do you think that those funnels that we see all around the internet are they sleazy for the folks that are not building websites? Do they feel that it's kind of pushy, or they just accept it like a TV ad?
Yeah, it's funny. I think we're in that space where we sign up for so many things to try and funnel hack and see what other people are doing that we have an inbox full of stuff we can't even remember who these people are. So I think there's an element of the average consumer might not be signing up for so many crazy things. And but I also think there's an opportunity now where people kind of think, well, my job's done once they're in the funnel. I'm just going to leave it to run and see what happens. But actually, it's a bit kind of like with the advent of Web 3.0. I think there's funnels 3.0, which is that I use mine to kind of work, it does my bidding. So for example, if someone clicks 5 times on a link to my sales page in a series of emails, but they don't buy, I get a prompt to send a personal video message to that person who's teetering on the edge. So then suddenly it feels like I'm addressing them by name and they're like, whoa, this is really personal. So
Right.
that's the next evolution, I think, of funnel building, that hybrid of making it really human, really honest. There's no fake scarcity. And that's the kind of stuff I'm going to be talking about, what to avoid tomorrow, but also how you can kick it up a notch.
What do you use for those video messages, Melissa?
I use Bonjoro for personalized video, and I use Video Ask for embedded questions to have asynchronous conversations in my website on my sales pages.
I own approximately 17 different video apps from AppSumo because I love them.
Yeah,
I
so
gotta
do
work
I.
them into my. I know they're so cool, right?
Yeah,
I've had
yeah.
Bonjoro. I've
Video
Hippo,
Ask, yeah. Video
I
Ask is
have,
great, and
oh.
message is great as well. So
Quick Page.
And I do have a feeling I could just use one or the other, but it's one of those things on my list to sit down one day and just try and find out if I can just have one tool. But every day I'm like, it's another Bonjoro. I just sort it out tomorrow. I feel your pain, tool pain.
right, where are we going now? What we got?
Where
Who
we're
we got?
going? Let's see. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out a few things here, and
Oh,
yeah.
I'll tell you.
Going watching, log into Ottering. Okay, right. So
Well, hello, Nicholas. Maybe Nicholas could join us. Hi there. Do we know Nicholas?
I think we
Nicholas,
should.
how tall are you?
I think the girl should, yeah. Nicholas, you've got to be 6'1" minimum.
Hello? Yeah, come on in. Come on in. Is he up? Wait. Who? Somebody's out there though. Somebody's out there milling about.
Right. I think we can see Anamika.
Oh,
Anamika.
you kicked her out.
Oh, did I?
She ducked it.
Yes.
Anamika,
Yeah.
hi. What are the chances? Hi there.
Hi. Oh, nice to see you.
Anamika, did you see Nicholas out there in the hallway? Could you?
Yeah, I
come
was
in.
just
Tell him to come
I
in.
was just wondering, if you guys get Nicholas to join, I'm buying you $100 bottle of champagne.
Oh,
I see that,
6'2"
see
in
that
short.
highlight.
6'2" in shorts. Oh,
He's your man. He's your man.
oh my goodness, I need a little minute here. Come on.
Getting too hard for you ladies, right? And there is actually Nicholas is rightfully so pointing out that people are already inside the summit experience, and they're hanging out in here. And let me even share my screen.
Tell them where to go, Nito.
Yeah, we got Rosie
Summit
here.
got
What's up, Rosie?
Rosie's
And-
here too. Oh
Well,
my gosh.
And we have Anamika is just joining from there over to here. And Anamika, you're everywhere. Except for the fact that Nicholas
Now
is,
we're really being. This
I
is a
love to
real
be
stream
everywhere.
section. Hans.
and we have Maya from GoDaddy as well that hopefully is going to join us here soon as well. Yeah, it's going to be a party by the time we finish this podcast. So come on in, everyone. Come and join us. And if you want to register for free, you can go into Adorim/summit and just jump on in. It's going to drive you right into the broadcast inside so we can all hang out together for a full week. Okay, so
Vito,
Yes.
Vito, I'm a dummy. I don't. I can't. I don't know how to see what you're looking at there.
I'm just doing two. It's like a screen.
No,
and
no.
a screen and a screen.
I know. I want to do it on my screen too, though. I want to share my the link to it. Do you have? It has to come from the registration.
Well, you got to go to /summit. Once you register, it's gonna take you directly into the area here. But let's share the link.
I have to register. Come on.
You don't need to.
Yeah,
You're
you
already.
do.
Here's the link.
I have to pay for a ticket, unlike everybody else. Probably. Yeah.
Wait, but let's share this link here with everyone.
I've got it. I've done it.
You've done it. Okay, perfect.
You're saying you've done it.
We got some
And I can even
people
share this
joining.
on the page right here. So, Anamika, when you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your upcoming session? I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I am too. So yeah, my full name is Anamika Bovlet. Most people find that difficult, so just call me Anne. It's just a lot easier.
I actually am hoping I'm the one who gets to introduce you because I think that's like the funnest name.
You
ever
were
to say.
doing a great job on that. You really were.
Anamika Bovalet?
Oh, sounds
Are you
cool,
kidding me? It's a
right?
party in your mouth.
All right. So yeah, I'm really excited because I kind of consider myself the new kid and the big brat in the block where it comes to accessibility. There are a lot of fantastic accessibility experts out there who have technical knowledge, and every time imposter syndrome will hit me and I'm like, oh, but I don't know how to make that accessible. And then in the end I do, but this is not what my talk is about, because the core of my talk is exactly that feeling. I don't know how to do that.
Right.
And if you don't know how to do that, you will never be able to convince your customer. And this is where most people get stuck. You don't really know how to do it, so you don't know how to sell it. No, the thing is, learn to sell it, because then you have reason to do it and to learn it.
So
I love that.
I was just talking to, I think it was Robert. Andrew and I met Robert here in London just the other day from Cloudways. He was here in London, and we were talking about other technologies and how I used to build websites in Drupal back in the day.
Mhm.
And my first project, I had no idea how to do it in Drupal, but I closed the deal, and then I hired a guy to come to my flat and teach me how to build a website with him. So basically it was like I didn't get paid for the project, but I ended up knowing how to build multiple projects later on. So I'm with you, Anna.
Yeah.
Anamika, first sell it.
That's
then figure it
absolutely invaluable. Now, the thing about selling it, is first of all, I'm going to put this right in front. Making the web accessible is the right thing to do. I don't care what you create, whether you create a website or even if you create emails or whatever. As soon as it has HTML, make sure it's accessible. And this is just so everybody has access. This is about inclusivity. But I know that, when it's about money, people really stop to care very fast. So if a company thinks there's no money to be made for me by making something accessible, they're less inclined to invest in that, which is a massive mistake. And this is why I am so happy about the business case that I found, where a company invested £35,000 in their web shop. This was a supermarket. This is 10 years ago, guys. And it got them an annual extra turnover of 13 million a year. And I mean, I suck at mathematics, so I thought this is a 350% ROI, right? 350 times 35,000 is 13 million, but no, it's 37,000% ROI.
Wow.
But
Wow.
still, it is abacadabra to a customer like, but why? So my presentation is going to give you something you can download afterwards. It's just a presentation of a comparison between us in the real life, going to a store, getting the door whacked in our faces, not being able to pay, not finding the right lanes, not being able to read the product labels, and make everybody experience what that is like and why this experience is the same on the web. And when you are happy where you've gone, when you're happy where you've been buying stuff, you're going to come back, right? Wow.
Yeah.
And this is what my talk mainly is about. It will give you a lot of ammunition to do the right thing. And it's maybe good to know for everybody, if you're still scared, accessibility is not rocket science. Definitely is not. It's about,
It does feel like it, to be
yeah, I
honest,
know.
when you're looking at it from the outside, because every time that you start touching it, someone is coming there and saying like, that's not how you do it.
Yeah, this is horrible. But this has also to do with the fact that maybe it's less like this in agencies, but a lot of smaller agencies are trying to be chocolate in a project. Okay, so they will try to do and the design and the front and the development and the content and if you try to do that, yeah, it's like trying to run a country all by yourself without any ministers or something like that, So these things need to get chopped up. And this is also something I'm going to talk about, because this is really, really intimidating to companies, like, but how do we interact when we have to make something accessible? And then there is the content team, and then there is the corporate style. And maybe you get into discussions about, well, I know you paid a lot of money for your, what do you call this? I keep forgetting the word for that in English. Where they design all
How
your
many
colors.
syllables? Sounds like
Yeah, no, this where you design everything in your corporate style. So your buttons, your logo, your
Right.
your
oh, like a
fonts,
style
your
guide.
Style
A
guide.
style guide.
That's
Yeah.
the word I was
in
looking
your
for.
style guides. Yeah.
Your
I'm
style
awesome
guide.
at
So
charades.
we've got, so hopefully, Annemieke, you'll be talking about how smaller businesses can actually persuade the small businesses that they're working with that they need to budget for accessibility. That's, because that, I think that is, and Melissa will back me up on here, is, we deal with small businesses, coaching them and everything like that, and trying to persuade them to get accessibility within our clients' websites. And that's really one of the toughest things that we've got, is persuading clients to actually pay for a logo, let alone accessibility and
or the content, pop-up copywriting.
Yeah, but as soon as and this is my focus is a lot on web shops, of course.
Sure.
But I mean, if you say to your customer, and this is why I talk about this specific business case, if you can explain to your customer, look, man, you put in 500 and it gives you 350 times that.
Right.
I don't know why you wouldn't invest. You'd be very stupid not to invest.
Talking about people who give you 500 and give you 350 back, I see Rob Cairns is wandering about. He's doing podcasts.
Rob Cairns is here.
There he is.
Hey, hello.
Hi, Rob.
Canada. How you doing,
Welcome.
Party. Yeah,
Rob?
thank
Party.
you.
Welcome.
How you doing,
Man,
Rob?
I'm
is
doing
getting
well.
funner by
Vito.
the
I'm
minute.
always doing well, man. Yeah, I'm doing good. Glad to be here.
That's awesome. So, what brings you to the broadcast, Rob?
No, I'm going to
What were
be
you doing
joining
in the
it,
studio?
doing it. Yeah, to come harass all of you. No. I'm gonna be doing a talk on Friday at noon Eastern, and I'm gonna talk about how to build your digital agency using a podcast. So, I've put out over, as of the time we're doing this, I've put out 229 podcast episodes in the same podcast, and I'm going to share with you the best way, why, where, how. And anybody wants to take in my talk, I get a really cool giveaway at the end of the talk. So I'm going to kind of dangle that out there, and I'm not going to tell you what it
Rob,
is. You got to be
Rob,
there.
gifts are my love language, Rob. How did you know?
I don't know.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
When
You're
is your
welcome.
talk?
Noon Eastern on Friday, and it's a little different talk. I'm not doing the typical I'm going to speak. I'm having my friend Todd Jones join me, and we're going to do a bit of a fireside chat. So we're going to do something different for the summer.
Ooh.
So,
Look, Todd's
speaking-
watching right now. Yeah.
Yeah, he is. So.
Nice.
That's awesome. Well, I'm excited to have you, Rob. We had a few conversations ourselves over the past couple of years, and you kind of like saw, or you were not only looking but helping us grow through through those years.
Yeah.
And it was a pleasure to finally have you speaking at the summit as well, because I think that podcasting, especially over the past couple of years, has become something that really we can't ignore as a solid marketing channel for our businesses. And the cool thing is that because we're web agencies that are spread out all over the world, and we have, or a lot of us have our own like little niches that we're working with, this works perfectly with the podcast model, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure does. David Gerhardt, in his recent book that came out a couple of months ago called Founder Brand, he was a former CMO over at Drift, and he even goes so far as say every business founder should develop a podcast because it actually shows your customers the real you. And there's things you can convey in audio that you can't convey in a blog post, like emotion and tone of voice and things like that. And so, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So really appreciate you having me.
That's awesome. And Melissa, you also run some kind of a podcast, right? Or am I mistaken?
No, I go on a lot of them, but I don't know whether to commit to this in public, but I'm meant to be launching a podcast with my good friend Kylie, who's the queen of quiz funnels, and we are launching a podcast all about funnels very soon. So I will be in that session because I think I've got a lot to learn, and I think this is the perfect opportunity to get it right from the beginning.
You know, I'll say that I think every single like presentation already sounds so great. I can't wait. I'm going to join all of them. Like this all sounds awesome so far. Did you just bring up the bangers? Asked us all to join these videos, and everyone else is bad or something.
Wow,
It's the hit list.
No.
There he is, GoDaddy Pro, Adam Warner.
Who's here?
Hello,
Adam
hello,
Warner
everybody.
Just dropped by. What is up, buddy?
Hey, I'm happy to be here. It's nice to see all your faces, and I've really been enjoying the banter so far. I'm super excited for this event.
It's good to see
Banter
you,
is like
Adam.
my favorite thing.
Banter
Yes.
is, it's always a good thing.
GoDaddy's sponsoring, right? Am I right?
Yes, GoDaddy Pro is.
So we're grateful
They
for
are
that.
now.
Yeah, you are now. Yeah. I'll guilt you into it if you're not.
Yeah, no, same as in years past. I mean,
3
the
years in a
content.
row.
Yeah, the content is always incredible, and anything that we can do to support that. The web designer developer space is my bread and butter. It's where I got my start. So I'm just happy to be able to do what we do and meet even more people in the space.
So Adam, I don't know if you remember how we first got connected, but I actually reached out to you when I first started working on what was WP Feedback back in the day, just because I knew you from Foo Plugins. I didn't know you were working at GoDaddy at the time. And I just wanted to learn from other people that were running businesses in the space. So that was kind of like the beginning of the conversation for us, because I knew you had that, and then you moved over to GoDaddy after, right? So what was the kind of journey from being an agency or freelancer to agency to product owner, and now working with GoDaddy as well?
It was and has been an adventure. Going from, so my background is in advertising design. That's what my degree is in. And I had this moment where I had trouble translating what my concepts were into some kind of medium. My professor at the time shared a book with me called Right Brain, Left Brain, and then I understood why I was having all of the trouble, and I found web design. Sorry for the whistling in the back. My son is homesick. When I discovered how to make websites, or that was a thing, it was a real eye opener for me. So through a series of events, worked within the web, found WordPress, worked with that, ended up working with that every day, and freelancing with clients, and then founding my own WordPress plugin business because I had seen, like many of us, the advent of the business of WordPress, the ecosystem, the product ecosystem, premium themes and plugins. And I knew I wanted to do that, but I can't code my way out of a wet paper bag. And I've made plugins that broke people's sites, and I've made themes that are ugly and no one wants to use. So I ended up finding a business partner and starting Foo Plugins. And what a journey that was. I can tell you a lot of things, a lot of what not to do with your own product business. And I've learned so much. And one of the things that brought me to representing a brand or working for a brand within the WordPress space specifically was kind of a mixture of things. I had 2 young babies at home that I was taking care of full time. My wife was working full time. And I was working alone many of the times in very short chunks, basically 24 hours a day, and feeling isolated and away from the community. I'd been to WordCamps and other events before and really value those in-person experiences. And then learned that working within the community for a brand was a thing, and started and made that my goal. Started first with a brand called SiteLock. Worked with them for a couple of years, and then moved in with GoDaddy in 2018. And that was my first experience with true enterprise company, 7,000 plus people, and how things work, and how sometimes it's like steering a cruise ship. It's you can't do very quick pivots in many cases, but I forgot what the question was. So it's been great. There's a lot of really passionate people there that I get to learn from every day, and that I get to then pass my experience and knowledge on to within the company. Does that answer your question? I hope so.
It does, definitely. Like this is something that I see happening pretty often in our space, how people go from that journey of freelancer, then naturally it kind of grows to a micro agency, to an agency, and then trying to solve our own problems, we start creating products and taking this to the next step through there. And so with that kind of in mind, I can see that Chris is going to be doing the session with us, the Global Partners product marketing. I thought that was is that correct? Right here, yeah. So what's the session's going to be about? Do you know? We need to ask Chris specifically.
Yeah. So when you think of the role that I have within the company, my role is really to be the conduit and the advocate for users of WordPress and within our potential customer community. So it's my job to inform the internal teams about what web designers and developers actually care about and actually need, kind of boots on the ground. It's a lot of qualitative feedback that we give. You can get a lot of data from surveying different groups of people and all that, but once you're having those in-person conversations, and because I come from the background of freelance and agency and product owner, there's a lot of nuance to be shared. So one of the initiatives that I've been spearheading and have been for a few years is to get more people internally out into the community and then be more transparent with everything that we're working on or have been working on, or even our missteps. And so Chris Lanassa is going to be doing a session on our behalf, and he's our senior product marketing manager who has a wealth of knowledge about everything that we've done or not done in the past, and all of the things that we're working on. So his session will be telling the story, really, of kind of opening the curtain a little bit on what it takes for a company of our size to do the things that we are doing within the WordPress space. So I'm excited to have him out and put a face to a name.
Well, I think that this is one of the cool things about the Thrive category, and we're going to go through the session briefly now, all of us together. But one of the cool things about the Thrive category is that we get to see behind the curtain into some businesses that sometimes they seem extremely out of reach just because of the size, the scale, the expertise that require to get to that place. And but we sometimes forget that they all started in the same place that we started, right? GoDaddy started as I think even the founder used to be an agency owner, right?
I don't know the answer to that question. He very well could have been. Yeah. But
Yeah.
he,
But
like
it
you
all
just said,
starts somewhere,
everyone's
right?
exactly. Yeah.
Vito, is that Noah?
Oh, we got Noah joining us as well. That's awesome. Oh, wait.
Noah's here? Oh
this-
my gosh.
How you
Noah
doing, Noah?
Britton. Noah Britton live from Hawaii. Look, there's a pineapple
You're
behind him.
muted?
Even. We can't hear you, pal.
Yeah, we
can't
can't.
hear you. Yeah. So we see the pineapple. It's to prove you're in Hawaii. It's good. Yeah. Well, you're muted, I think, is the problem.
Yeah.
Is
So
this when we tell Noah that we just
Oh,
muted
there
him
he
for the
is.
whole
We're
show?
actually gonna get as Noah is trying to figure this one out and disturb us as this is happening.
No, I mean, what could go wrong during his talk? It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. We got Nicholas chiming in.
Nicholas
I
comes
just
in
want-
with the knowledge drop. Thanks,
I
Nicholas.
just want to tell you about Nicholas. This is going to drive Stephanie mad. He's on a yacht on the way back from the Formula One. And he's got a crap 3G signal, so he can't join us, unfortunately. But we did try and tempt him in, but you're just going to have to wait.
Come pick
Steph.
me up, Nick. I'll be ready.
We'll probably
Grab
see
my
each other at the lounge, right? So you know
Yeah,
what? I
we'll
think
see.
that's a good opportunity to just do a quick kind of roundup as we're getting Noah salted in there to show you guys what's going on inside the platform itself. Wait, let me go up here and then up like this, and then into the main hall. So I'm just gonna give you a quick tour of what's coming. Oh, right, no one can see what I'm trying to do. Okay, that's good because it was just like jumping from one place. So I just want to give you a quick tour of the platform and of the event itself, so that you know what is coming. So as people are joining us, this is going to be the first place that you're going to land. This banner is only for now. It's going to go right after this session. But basically, there's 6 places to go. If you're going to click the sessions track, it's going to take you directly to where we are right now. So you can see. This is a kind of like a bit of a bubble in a bubble here. So we can see exactly what we're showing, and people are already joining the conversations here. What's up, Tom? And we have a bunch of folks here joining us. I'm gonna give you some likes.
My buddy Marcin Newman.
Marcin? Yeah, right.
Yeah, he's looking for a
Marcin.
roadmap for the summit.
And,
Wait, the sessions are all listed on the site, aren't they?
Exactly. So I'm going to scroll down here, and you're going to see that right below we have all of the sessions and the timing. So if you want to see and plan your week, just join in for free, and you're going to be able to see exactly who is when. And if you click through, you're going to see some details on each one of the sessions. And as I mentioned before, the event is divided into 4 categories: the build, expand, scale, and thrive. While through the build category, we're learning about how to build websites for clients, which is a completely different ballgame compared to building a website for yourself. You got to keep profitability in mind. You got to keep speed to delivery in mind, and all of those kind of different things. And then once you know how to deliver the product, then we're going to go into expanding beyond family, friends, and the cousin's neighbor that are usually the first clients that come into the web agency. or the freelancing business. And then we want to start expanding beyond them, try to understand the finances a little bit more, try to understand how to bring more clients through the door that are our ideal clients instead of just whoever actually wants to work with us. That's the expand section, as well as trying to figure out a few additional services that can allow us to expand recurring revenue within our business, which is the bread and butter for every sustainable business really in the world. If you don't have recurring revenue, then it's always going to be an uphill battle for any business. And then after that, we're going into the scale, where I think this is where your talk comes in, Melissa, where we're talking about how to build those, as well as Anamika. Sorry, yeah, a little bit. Sorry about that.
You just have to change the title at some point.
So that's also on the scale, because we're going to learn how to take the customers that we have and the potential of our business and really create a machine that is built on processes and systems that can allow us to take things to the next level. And I also think that Noah's talk is on here. Noah, can we hear you by now?
I don't know. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We got
Hey.
you.
Aloha.
There.
Hey, I got a
Aloha.
surf lesson in about an hour, but you know what? I can totally
Shut
hang with
your
y'all for a
mouth.
bit. I know. Shh, 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 shh.
Nobody,
So
nobody
Noah's
likes to
session.
show off.
I love that, and I love that you're in Hawaii. I didn't know that. That's awesome. So I can see that you're on the expand category, where we're trying to dial in our sales process. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about yourself, Noah, and about the session.
Yeah, so I run sales for my agency. I've had an agency since 2002. My biggest goal is to help my clients be successful, and so I help them in the sales process. And I love helping other agencies get more confident in their sales by being organized. I'm a total organization and numbers nerd, and I just want to share that love with other agencies. A lot of times designers aren't as organized as they could be, and so I put in systems in place to help them do that exactly.
That's awesome, and this is what we're gonna be exploring through your session here, Noah. And I'm excited about this because I've seen some of the stuff that you do inside inside the admin bar group, for example, and some of the posts that you're posting over there. And it's always seemed like you're not just, there's no fluff. It's just straight to the point. This is what you need to do to take things to move the needle properly. So I'm really excited that you're with us on this one, man.
Don't let the suit fool you. He's gonna be in his Speedo.
Right.
Since he's in
I
Hawaii.
was gonna bring my Goldman outfit, but instead I'll bring I brought
right.
a picture. I'll bring a picture of my Goldman outfit as part
Okay.
of the presentation and get that, in the
That
first
should have
15
been
seconds.
the profile picture, you know.
It should have. Oh my god.
It'd
Yeah.
be more- it'd be
where's
more
my
on
sticker? I
brand.
have one too.
Yeah.
It would be more.
Oh,
Oh,
look,
that's-
Hans has a sticker. Hans has one of my stickers. Look at you.
I always have to have you buy me, Noah.
Aw.
That's
Oh
awesome.
man.
You
I
know,
love
Hans
you,
and Noah had a good meeting story too, didn't you? Everybody Hans meets,
Oh,
it's a
man.
story.
Yeah.
I
Are
don't
you
know. if
coming
that
to
one-
WordPress
that
Europe?
one's a little bit too long.
I am.
Yeah,
And
too long.
it
Too long. We'll
ended
go
in a
with that.
kiss. It ended in a kiss and a photo that we sent to one of his anyway, we'll keep going. Keep going.
Oh, we
Moving
lost
along. Moving
Adam.
right along. Yeah,
We
he
lost-
had to run.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
He had to run, but I mean, like, what are the chances he even was dropping by right at this time, you know?
Hans and I
Right.
had a good meeting story. Do you want to know how me and
Yeah.
Hans met?
Of course.
I lost my passport the week before I flew to US for WordCamp. Went to the airport with a new passport, and my ESTA visa was not matched. So I missed my flight while applying for it. The flight I got, Vito was on. He said, "Don't worry, stay at Hans and Donata's. Missed your flight. Don't get your other flight through to St. Louis. You're going to Chicago anyway. Just get off the plane." We got off the plane, had a great time in Northwoods where Hans and Donata live, and then road tripped to St. Louis. And that started a road trip fest. So I've road tripped with Hans and Donata from Palm Beach to Chicago, which is 1,000 miles.
One thing I've learned about Andrew is that his flight itineraries are merely suggestions. in his mind.
That's mainly because of you.
Just a suggestion.
That
I
is
may or
definitely
may
because of
not
you.
take
Yeah,
off at that
exactly.
time. Yeah.
Well, you can change your flight AP. It's no problem. You know.
That
No.
trip though to WordCamp US was one for the record books. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It was.
That
Yeah.
was brilliant
Yeah.
trip.
Great.
Yeah, we had this the Hansen Friends suite, right? We had like
and I didn't get banned from Airbnb afterwards. So
Well, because
I
we were
thought you
the-
said Hanson Friends, like the boy band, the
I
two
thought it was
brothers,
Hans
little
and
blonde.
Franz, but
It was a concert. It was fun.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. I like the little one who drums. Yeah, cute.
Oh, dear. It was,
Oh
it was good
dear.
fun.
So guys, tomorrow,
So let's see what else. Yeah,
less than 24 hours from now.
less than 24
will
hours
be-
from now we're starting, and we're just on the first page trying to show this this platform, and we're now on the live sessions. And I just want to keep on going just a little bit into the lounge here. And inside the lounge, I think it might even work straight away. It's gonna go. Oh, there I am inside the lounge.
Whoa.
Anyone that wants to come in and hang out with us at the lounge after the sessions, the speakers are going to come in here, answer questions, and engage with all kinds of different folks that are
Rob's gonna give away some cool stuff.
right. And the cool thing about the lounge this year is that we've partnered up with Post Status to take this experience to the next level. And what's really going to
Oh.
happen is that every hour there's going to be community leader from Post Status, someone that you know from the WordPress and from the agency space that is going to take over this track and just going to manage the conversation and essentially do exactly what we've been doing here for the past 51 minutes only for 4 days straight on this
You mean
track.
someone's gonna just make fun of Hans in these rooms
The entire time.
the entire time? Wow.
I think Hans even left after. Oh yeah, we need to add it to this.
He's back. He's back.
We lost your response to that, Hans. The
I
stage is
know it's
yours.
no fun making
I'm
jokes.
just happy to hear you have people scheduled on the hour every hour to make fun of me. That's just
Yeah.
great.
So
It's
yeah.
weird how many sessions of that Donata signed up for.
Every
she
single
has
one.
to sponsor the entire room, you know?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that's the
goodness.
lounge, and the cool thing is that and this is a great place to kind of meet each other, make some meaningful connections, some partnerships. I know that a lot of partnerships and business meetings have come from in here. Oh, we already have someone joining and running out.
Whoa.
And
Who is it? Oh, he freaked out. That guy just freaked out.
Yeah,
Like,
I scared him
nope,
off.
not for me. Come back.
Yeah, show us.
Come on,
It's
say hi. Come
Not
on,
saying
come back,
hi.
S.
You're kind of taking over. You got the biggest realist holidays. These out. So anyway, everyone that is coming
Francisco.
can hang out with others. But if you want to have some more closer conversations, so let's say we have like 20 people here, and Hans wanna talk to Noah. You guys can go down here into one of those additional rooms and whisper by the window, or connect to the cafe, or hang out in the living room.
Hey, who wants to meet at the bar?
Yeah, or meet at the
Me,
bar.
by the time I've done my session late at night.
Perfect.
Yeah, this just in. We just realized Melissa Love is at 6 p.m. Eastern,
Oh,
not
right.
UK time.
Look who
which
we got
means she's
here.
in my shift.
Hey.
What's up, Adrian?
Well, hi there.
I don't know if you can hear me.
Oh
though.
snap!
There might be a few
He has
second
no idea.
delay here.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it
he's
can't
gonna.
really
He's
hear
gonna.
because
He's
I'm-
freaking. He's
I'm,
freaking out. Look at him freaking out, you guys. He has no idea.
Hey, we got more people.
We got Gabriel joining here as well. So I'm sorry, guys, that you can't hear me because my microphone is assigned to here. But
They
it's
didn't
good
hear
to
you
see guys.
apologize.
Yeah, I'm apologizing elsewhere. But what's up, Gabriel? How are you?
They'll hear in a second.
Gabriel from WP Stream is helping us serve the entire conference live. The whole thing is 100% live for 4 days straight. And we have Adrian from Groundhog. How are you doing, Adrian? Up here?
It
Let's say
is.
hi.
Is
Well,
Say
can
hi.
he see us? No, he can only see
evidently
you, right?
not.
You can only
Yeah,
see
you
me,
can only see it.
but I
But
can
we're
do
all
it.
waving like idiots
Well,
anyway.
yeah, you can bring us in there, can't you?
My screen, and
Oh
then it's
my
gonna be like
gosh.
a myth, you know, like
Oh, it's
Hey.
we're getting
Now
this
we
is a real
wave.
we're incepted.
This is the
It's
beauty of live. It's the magic
Right.
here. Like,
the
flow with it,
magic.
baby.
so
Oh,
I'm
they're
gonna
just
jump
realizing.
from this and move over to some of the exhibit hall. You guys can hear each other, but you can't hear me because I'm speaking somewhere else. But you can see my
I
lips
think you-
moving.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna drop off, and then I'm gonna take you to the exhibit hall where we have some incredible sponsors that have joined us
Looks
for this
fun.
event, and each one has their own awesome experience inside. So, guys, which booth? Tell me which booth.
Weglot.
I mean,
No, we got Wiglot.
I was gonna say that Peach Pay logo is the
What's
it, right?
sexiest, you gotta admit.
Mhm.
Oh, very.
So right
Let's
now
not-
inside
let's not
Wiglot,
go that
David is
room.
speaking.
room. And same
Ooh.
thing, when people come in, there's gonna be people from the companies in here. Wiglot just raised like $50 million just last week or so,
Oh, wow.
to help.
Sounds
fix-
like they glot, you know what I'm saying? They glot some serious cash.
right. And so you can. So there are probably gonna be some awesome prizes. So we're gonna share some of the cash here. So come in,
Better.
spin the wheel, and win some awesome prizes from each one of the sponsors. Let's have a look at some of the other ones here. We see. Let's go to
Maybe
Termageddon.
you want to look at Bertha down the go.
Let's go Termageddon first and see what's going on here. Hans is awake.
Look
Hell.
at those amazing
Where are you?
prizes.
Yeah, we got some no luck today. That's my favorite.
A t-shirt, so
We
close.
got some free. Oh wow, they're giving a free license.
I hope I win the ebook. I'm like, come on, ebook.
If you win it, I'm gonna have to write it. So I hope you don't win it.
But yeah, we
Oh,
can spin the
man.
wheel. Let's see what I'm gonna get. Oh, I already played. Damn it.
What'd you win the first time?
So we're gonna go out back to the hall and see one last one on here, which is
Bertha.
Bertha,
to
come
Bertha.
on, you gotta go
Right.
to Bertha.
So I don't even know so Andrew, what did you set up here? We got 30% on all plans forever. Oh wow, we got 50% here. We got some t-shirts and some awesome stuff. Let's see if
And
I'm-
Imran in the background. How cool is that?
Okay. So let's see what we're gonna win here. You guys
Big bucks, no whammies. Big bucks, no whammies.
got 20% for life. On annual. Only on annual. Oh man.
Only on annual. You got to split it up. You got to split it up. I'm not
Yeah.
dumb.
So I'm done playing, Andrew. I'm done playing. And then
You just took one of the prizes away. I'm going to have to reset them.
right, I need to set up the wheel. Cool. So let's go out and so just go around and just see what each one is offering. There's really some cool stuff, and there's some really awesome gems hidden in some of those booths. So you want to go and check out each one of them. To make sure
Imran
that you
is
get everything that you
everywhere.
cover. And then finally, we got the partners here. So these are some of our awesome partners that help us spread the message of the summit everywhere. And we got Melissa's design space here. And we have Stephanie,
Focus WP.
Focus WP, and Itzaz that's been helping us with the broadcast, and Nathan. And so all of these guys and are going to be
Nicole's
here.
Wonderstars.
Right? And
Rosie with Wolf
Rosie.
Design.
and Kim, and really
I
awesome.
thought Rosie was going to be in the neighborhood. I really did. I thought she might pop by.
and Bob. Yeah. So
Oh,
a
Bob.
whole bunch.
would
And
you
Rob,
do?
where's Rob?
Up
Rob.
top.
Rob is still here.
Yeah. And
Stunning
so anyway, this is a great place to go and see some of the most significant publications and communities that are within our space, so you can keep learning and keep expanding your experience way beyond the week of the summit. And then the last thing here is the replay. So right now there's nothing because we haven't started yet. But for 24 hours after every broadcast, you're going to be able to rewatch the sessions in here. And if you want to watch the whole thing forever, then you got to click this button and get the lifetime access to all the sessions through our through our full access pass, all access pass that is only 97 for the next 5 hours. So if someone wants to join in and
Scarcity.
everything,
Hurry.
got some FOMO going here.
Hurry.
Melissa, is that sleazy enough?
Well, no, it's
No?
real.
Really,
It's fine when it's
not
real.
false.
Yes.
It's not false scarcity. It's real.
That's
It's
true.
not. It's not. Okay. Is that where sleazy comes in when it's not a real when you open up a new window and there's still the same amount of time left or more time left?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Those
I get it.
evergreen. They were evergreen ones, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, everything that we talked about here today can be accessed through the All Access Pass for forever, and that also includes a bunch of bonuses. We partner up with HubSpot to create a massive bundle of resources of how they teach their agencies, and this is a program that costs a few $1,000s to just get into that thing alone through HubSpot, but along with a bunch of other cool stuff. And really, there's like it's like the Netflix of web agencies, right? And that's it. Tomorrow, it's happening
Beautiful.
tomorrow.
Absolutely
It's
beautiful.
happening. You guys, I mean, I can't believe you all were right here today. It's so cool. What are the chances? You know? So
Just
fun.
randomly-
Okay, we're just
randomly
tired.
walking
Everybody's over my joke. I can run a joke into the ground, y'all. Like, do not test me.
Keep going. You've got 3 days. Knock yourself
I know.
out.
I got 5 days. You don't even
Okay.
know. Melissa, I'm gonna be introducing you too. So you know, like, we'll it's gonna
Yeah.
be. Oh, you just wait.
I'll be ready.
It's good. All right, you guys.
So, let's wrap this one up. 1 hour on the clock. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. I really
Pleasure.
See you
appreciate it.
tomorrow.
And it's just getting started.
And the next
This is
day.
just the
And
beginning.
the next day.
And the next day, and the next day.
So if you're
Peace
watching
out.
us
Hang
and
10,
you're
Noah.
watching the replays, just come in and join us through this link, adaring.io/summit. And it's completely for free. You don't have to get the All Access Pass if you don't want to. I just want you to learn from others and engage with other people so we can all grow together. That's the main thing that we're trying to do here. And I want to thank each and every one of you guys that are contributing your time, contributing your resources through the sponsorships. And let's do it. It's just getting
You
started.
guys get tired watching all these things. Rob has some extra beds that you can crash in. He's in the nap zone right now. That should be a lounge
No, I-
area. All right. See you tomorrow, everybody.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
See y'all.
Bye.